Good evening, everybody. I'm Reverend Rob Banaszak, and this is our Wednesday evening meditation, and I welcome you tonight. It's the third Wednesday of the month, and it is the Wednesday that I like to mix it up a little bit and use a different set of cards than we usually do to guide our meditation for the week. And we use a set of cards called the contact cards. Now, I love these cards because they use language from space and extraterrestrial stories and frame our message and guide us using words that we would use if we were talking about extraterrestrials, but still in a very spiritual and very elevated way. Each card comes with its own little short story, which I just love. And I think they really kind of expand our idea of what spirit is to us and can be to us, especially if we think of life existing beyond our own earth. And if it does exist out there in space, can we open our minds to think about the idea of spirits or angels or other beings as being from another place, another space, another plane? So I think these cards are fun, and again, they open up our ideas of what can guide us, who is guiding us, and where our guides and spirits come from. Now, you all know that we get our insight and our messages when we shuffle the cards, or I will shuffle them, and then draw a card that represents all of us, represents you for being here tonight, or you who are listening or watching on YouTube. And of course, remember to hit like this video and please subscribe so that you can continue to get information about when we are doing more of our online offerings. So when you add your energy, and I draw on behalf of all of us who are participating, whether it is live or at another time, then the message that we get is one that is of this community, of this experience, of this time and that we have together in this ethereal space. Because right now, as we are in the ether, as I always say, we are having the ultimate out-of-body experience. Because I know you're there, I can see you on the screen, but it's not really your physical self, is it? And here we are meeting in this central location, which is not physical, is it? Yet, we are experiencing one another, even if it's recorded. So I just think it's really fun, and it's a way of really helping us understand that whatever we're doing with our spirituality, the physical presence and the experience of being together physically is so important, is so wonderful, and allows us the opportunity to connect on that material level. But we can do this work, we can explore these ideas online, in the ether, the ultimate out-of-body experience. My body's here, I think, but my spirit is in the central place where this is all happening. All right, dead horse beaten. We can move on. Let us shuffle. So, you may have a question for your week. You may have a thought or want to reflect on something more specific for you this week. So as you hold up your hands or close your eyes or send energy this way that collects right here in that ethereal space, think of that question, think of that reflection. Maybe your question is, what do I need to know this week? Or, what do I need to know this week or this evening? So let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to shuffle, and we will move the cards around. What kind of week have you had thus far? What kind of remainder of the week are you hoping to have? And what does the spirit of all of us, and the spirit within, have to say to us tonight? Our card is, are we ready? It is supernova. Oh, right, supernova. I like that word. Supernova. It's pretty exciting. So I'm going to lay this card down so that you can take a closer look at it while I read a little bit about it. As you look at the card, what are you seeing? What's your immediate response? Does it seem like it's addressing something in your life that's been happening? How does it make you feel? So pay attention to all of these things as I read the little story about the supernova. And then when we go into meditation, take all those feelings, all those responses, all of the reflections that are coming up for you now, take them with you, jumble them up, and see what happens while we're in meditation and how they come back to you as we go through this wonderful place called space. So I'm going to ask you to get comfortable now. I usually read and then we'll go into meditation, but if you can get comfortable, because it's story time with these cards, and this is where you get to make that nest, put those pillows and blankets around you the best way that you know how, the way that makes you feel most comfortable and most relaxed, ready to be energized as well to take this journey together. So as you can see, we've got this suit of stars. So I'll read about the suit first, and then we will talk specifically about this card. So the stars cards, what do they address? As we gaze up into the night sky, we see what appears to be a field of small, twinkling lights, all about the same relative side and intensity. However, with the aid of telescopes and space probes, we know that stars are far from uniform, and that many of those apparently single points of light are actually 2, 3, or more stars in proximity to one another. Stars range in size from dwarf stars, smaller than our moon, and millions of times more dense, to red supergiants bigger than the diameter of our entire solar system, to the crushing singularities of black holes, so small as to be virtually without size at all. The dynamic life cycles of stars symbolize the cycles and outcomes of all the affairs of humans and every other being throughout the known universe. So these are experiences in our life cycles. Our card is supernova. What do you think that means? It means, or its attribute is explosive change. Supernova is about explosive change. So you can close your eyes as I read the story, or you can look at the card, whatever is most comfortable for you. The pressure was intense. Starbright wasn't sure he could stand it for much longer. He began to question his decision to change and wondered if the other stars had been right. Slow down, they urged. Take your time, they beseeched him. What's your hurry? They constantly queried. But Starbright hadn't been happy lately. He was bored with the slow, steady shine that was typical of his stellar soulmates. He wanted to be something more, to do something astonishing. He had burned with consistent dependability for 10 billion years, shedding his light and providing warmth for his planetary progeny. But now they were gone, having collided with asteroids or simply cooled their molten cores until they were nothing more than lifeless rocks floating in empty space. There was no motivation for Starbright to continue such a boring existence. He loved his life, though, and didn't wish to merely fade away, as so many other stars did. No, he wanted to be useful again somehow. He wanted to make a difference. So he had accelerated his internal fires until his desire for change had become an all-consuming passion that filled him with an unbearable pressure to grow, to expand, to explode into something new. With a shocking epiphany of illumination, Starbright detonated into a coruscating, chaotic bubble of stellar dust. Glittering gases spread through the void, churning and frothing and mixing with abandon. With newly transcendent awareness, he realized what he had become. The raw, primal essence from which new stars and planets would eventually be born. Though no longer a star, Starbright's life had meaning once again. Wrapping himself in the warmth of renewal, he drifted into a deep sleep where he could dream of his promising tomorrows. Everyone stand back. The energy of this card is explosive. The supernova bursts upon our awareness as the symbol of rapid and total change. This card puts us in touch with the volatile nature of events that can seem random and unexpected, but which may have been brewing beneath the surface for some time. Individuals and endeavors containing this energy can shift at a moment's notice, crossing the threshold into an acceleration, completion, or chaos. Within this vibration, we can accomplish miraculous changes in the wink of an eye. We can inspire new possibilities, probabilities, and modes of thought through bursts of creativity. If not directed by positive influences, however, this frenetic capacity can pressure us into explosively destructive behavior and fits of uncontrollable rage. It is also said that the brightest stars burn the quickest, and this can have light or dark connotations. On one side, a single ecstatic explosion may be preferable to several more mundane experiences. On the other side, living hard and fast can burn us out before we realize our full potential. The supernova snaps us to attention and prompts us to make those needed changes or to be on the alert for an abrupt restructuring of events. Things are reaching critical mass, and if we don't attend to business, our world can come apart at the seams. We don't need to panic. However, just as order can break into chaos, Chaos possesses a hidden underlying order. It is sometimes necessary to allow our old reality to break down so that we can make room for a new breakthrough. That's a big card. It's a big card. It's an explosive card, in fact. So, wow, I know how it makes me feel. I know I feel maybe a bit of trepidation and excitement, and knowing that things in an area or in many areas of my life might be reaching a critical mass that needs tending to. How about you? What's going on? Can you see? Can you feel? Can you know the probabilities that await you? Can you see where you can explode into being something else, rooted in yourself, but even more magnificent and more beautiful than you ever imagined? I think that's exciting to think about, especially as we take it into meditation. So this is the time that you can turn your video off if you've got it on, or settle in a little more deeply than you were as you listen to the story, just so you can take this journey into this universe within and experience yourself as the supernova. So let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to turn the card or the camera just on the card so you can focus on it. You can close your eyes and try to remember it. But it's quite a dynamic card. It gives us quite the visual of that explosion. And as always, let us begin to collect ourselves. Let us begin to pay attention to our breath as it enters into our body. We're going to inhale through our nose, and then we hold for a moment and we exhale. Again, we inhale and we hold and we exhale. One more breath, inhale and hold and exhale. And our breath is returning to a natural pace. But we want to keep its intention. We want to remember that we're inhaling fully, and then we're exhaling. Just allow your breathing with every breath, with every draw in and exhale, to take you deeper and deeper, to be more and more relaxed. Every breath. Breathe. The more and more relaxed we become, the more we feel our bodies ready and waiting to travel deep and to travel far and wide. And so we imagine where our heart chakra is, a little opening. It gets a little bigger with each breath, like a portal that leads to another dimension of ourselves. And that opening gets wider and wider. And as it does, we feel its pull. Because our body, as it disappears, is revealing our essence, our purest self, floating in space like a nebula, a beautiful colored cloud of space gas, just floating, but feeling the pull of this portal to another dimension. We feel the resistance that we have from going there completely, but it feels so inviting. This pull into our deep self, where our heart chakra was. We feel it. And then we can resist no longer. As our essence, as our presence, we allow ourselves to be sucked into that portal. We find ourselves in the universe that lives deep inside our soul. It's peaceful. It's calm. It's neither warm nor cold, but here we are. The inky blackness around us, illumined by the magic of all of the celestial bodies that surround us, planets and stars and comets that fly by. We can look above us and see that opening that beckoned us here close right above where our essence is floating, and now we know we are completely immersed in the universe within. And as we gaze around, we see how expansive it is. This universe within us looks as expansive as any picture that we've seen of space outside of us. And we just allow ourselves now to be in this space. We allow ourselves to feel that safety and comfort and wonder. We're floating as a colored mist in essence. And as we are here, we begin to feel that gauze-like essence that we have entered into this space as. We begin to feel that mist gather. And become tighter around us. Gathering, tightening, like we're a skein of yarn being wound, or a ball of twine, being wound tighter and tighter. And as it winds tighter and tighter, we feel ourselves pulled into this little speck, solid, we feel tight, we feel solid, we feel strong. The ethereal mist that we are, all converging in this one powerful space that is us. And as we settle into this idea of ourselves, we become aware of the glow that emanates from us. It's a glow that shines more and more brightly. It shines as our favorite luminous color. More and more, we glow, we shine, And as we look around us, as we feel ourselves as this solid, luminous body, we realize that our perspective has changed. And as tight and as solid as we feel, as we look around us, we realize just how massive we are. We are the star. We are the star with our own story. What is that story as our star self shines so brightly? Who are we illuminating with our light? What has our purpose been as this star? This is our story. The story that only we know. Who have we warmed with the heat that comes from within us? Who have we touched with our light and our warmth? What other stars are around us that have helped us or inhibit us? But have been part of our billion-year life cycle. What have we seen in our billions of years of life as this luminous star of our favorite color? And with the knowledge and memory of billions of years of our life, Who do we want to become? How have we been preparing? What have we been wishing for to happen to us as a change in our life? What is the possibility that we see ourselves exploding into? What are we ready for? What's been pent up inside of us, waiting to be released, waiting to be embraced? What dream have these billions of years led us to right now? And as we think about our billions of years of shining and warming, helping, moving, changing, and as we feel that next opportunity just waiting for us, we allow ourselves to reflect on how wonderful it's been and how much we are looking forward to transforming ourselves. In this quiet heat, the heat that we've known for billions of years begins to get even warmer and warmer. We feel our resistance to what we know is happening now as it grows warmer, and as we feel that light that has shined so brightly for so long, We feel everything. We feel the life that we've lived. We feel the billions of lives that we've lived just welling up, hotter and hotter and brighter and brighter and brighter, until we feel like we can't stand it any longer and are ready to explode. Out from within us pours life, pours billions of more stars and planets and universes. That have been waiting to be released at our own readiness, which is now exploding. We feel the exhilaration, we feel ourselves and the transformation exploding and lighting the universe and all universes coming from us and around us. And here, no longer the tight ball of the light or the ethereal gas. We are the universe that we are in. We are all the stars. We are the planets. We are everything. We are no one thing. We are everything and no thing. We are nowhere and we are everywhere. We are new and renewed. We are ancient. And we are of the future. We are each other. So ready to have become this very universe with all possibilities, existing right here, infinitely, uniquely, and collectively. We are the universe, expanding more and more, wider and wider, higher and higher, deeper and deeper. And as the most beautiful dream, we remember that self, that material self, that physical self, in the back of our universe's mind's eye, in meditation back there on the earth plane. And with such affection for that beautiful physical self, We know that we can make a journey back to that body. We can serve in that physical self because we are the universe. Always. Within, without, uniquely and collectively. And knowing this, we begin to feel ourselves as the universe. We feel the pull of our physical bodies calling us, beckoning us, welcoming us. And as the universe, we just fade into that physical self, just where we left off. Our stars and planets become our hands and feet. The sun where our heart is. The moon where our crown chakra is. All taking shape as our physical self. As our body takes shape, we feel the space where we're lying against. As we feel ourselves in our own skin, our fingers and our toes wiggle. Maybe we scrunch our mouth a little bit to make sure it's still there, or twitch our nose, or raise our eyebrows. Because each time we do one of these actions in our body to remind ourselves of our body, we can feel the universe, the planets and the comets surging through our veins. Being part of our touch or our scent. Or we hear the planets as we have spoken with them for billions of years. The world may not see this universe within, but we feel it and know it. And with the power of this infinite space, it is both ours and is everyone's. We feel once again that breath, which has always been there, but we now recognize it being there again. Inhaling and exhaling, coming in and out. And as our each own little universes, we choose to return to our physical selves completely. We'll take 3 quick breaths. We'll keep our eyes open until the 3rd breath, and then we will open them together. So let's inhale and exhale, more and more energized with relaxation. Inhale and exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Wow, I don't know about you, but that was really fun. I felt like I was a rocket ship or a planet or a comet. I felt myself spreading out. I felt myself coming in. I felt myself realizing the massiveness of me and the purpose of me as warmth and as light. I hope, I trust that you did as well. And I trust that you know the magic and power of the universe that you are. It connects with the universe that I am, and that everybody here who has been here in real time or who will watch this as a recording, who are watching as a recording, we are all this universe. So, on this clear, cool winter's evening in February, nearly mid-February, well, over mid-February, let us not go out into the world. Let us be the world. Let us be the universe. And see what that means. And most importantly, what have we become as that supernova? What are the explosive opportunities, possibilities, experiences that we have been ready for all this time and have released from us as us tonight? Let me know. I'd love to hear an update. But until then, please check our website. We've got so much coming up at ISD. This weekend, we have a wonderful workshop given by a delightful shamanic practitioner and healer, Garrett Jackson, who spoke with us briefly at our Sunday service, but he is just awesome. And his 90-minute workshop is for free this Saturday and will become a substantive workshop series on the third Saturdays of the month for the next 4 months following. So check the website for all that information. Our Sunday services this Sunday at 11 a.m., followed by our Board of Trustees meeting, which we will see as a congregation and welcome our newly elected and appointed Board of Trustees. So join us after the service for that as well. I will let you go. Have a great evening. Sleep well in that universe, and good night.